We only got one option. Hawks Cry Cliff. Is that what that said? Cliff, not Clift. I moved my camera. Yeah, now we can see the names. Okay. I could even probably move it down if I have to. Good deal.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
What is it, boy?
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
I still want to meet Joshua. They need to officially meet. Bloodlines. Alright.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Alright, now the talking's done, we can actually move. I don't want no trouble, Chocobo. Let's see here. How big of an area is this? Looks like it's decent. We're just going down here, though. I was hoping I'd connect. Okay, there's where we're going. There is our heading. I don't know how I feel about Rama's powers just yet. I can't help myself. I have to go get the shiny. What are we swinging at? I wonder if Rama's ability would be good for flying creatures. Didn't really do anything. I mean, it basically just does chip damage. Not really worth it, in my opinion. Not for how long it takes to cast. I don't want no trouble. Oh yeah, we get around a lot quicker Alright, let's run up here and grab this and see if, I'm assuming we'll still auto-collect our items. We don't have to get off. But that wouldn't be a bad way to just run around and collect stuff. Yeah. Okay.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! Thought they were loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all, for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
Okay. What does that mean?
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
Let's find out.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the Millers.
Youth, talk to me.
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, the Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits.
I wouldn't mind talking to the Black Shields.
Stones to think you could take on the Empire? What with their 100 full legions?
100?
I heard it were 1,000.
What say you? Youth, talk to me.
You seen them, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you? At least I think they was the Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harboring firebrands. Only we
Firebrands.
were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
Okay,
You
appreciate
don't think
that.
these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know,
How'd you get it?
but we need to find out.
Well,
Greetings, friend. We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pole.
Then we shall be on our way.
well, that handles that.
These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Clive's mother's straight evil.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosaria would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Could they be talking about Joshua? I mean, we might as well get on Chocobo.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Yeah, that's what we want to do.
Be safe.
Well, we know these guys from the temples.
Ever since the Apollo trip, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The mother crystals collapse?
No idea. Did not recollect it.
See, I did not mean to do that. I'm not a fan of Sid's shift attack or I mean, shift is what Phoenix does, but I'm not a fan of his blind justice attack. I like ignition pretty good, actually. Well, wasn't pretty, but we got him. Got him. Not gonna lie, Rebirth I'm hoping is gonna be like basically open world. And from the trailer you have stuff that's like 11,000 meters away or something like that, so it seems promising. But I don't hate the way they've done this one. I mean, it's... Yeah, didn't mean to do that. Oh, box. Glad I didn't miss that. Goblin coin. Where are we heading to? Oh, are these some black shields?
More of my mother's men.
Oh, well, I do like that. AoE. That's a thunder attack. I mean, you know, they fly. They should be weak versus that, right? I'm about to spend some time on that training simulator now that we got 3 icons. Figure out what abilities I want to use, what kind of combos I can do. AoE, baby! A trail of blood.
Clive.
And still wet.
You were told to stay in your homes.
No, we didn't listen.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are.
Yep.
And still, you would bear your steel.
Yeah.
Why then? We owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting doors.
Yeah. Yada, yada, yada. Let's go.
On these, our swords we swear.
Okay.
Say that again. I'll show you a true shield Rosaria. Fire and flame!
That's one black shield down, bro. Okay, that, well, it still didn't do a lot of damage. It's kind of cool, though. Oh, the last dude. Okay. Got him! Talk.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Sounds like you're struggling.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
Before we go, let's go to abilities. Oh, I got 1900. I almost want to see Flames of Rebirth, because that would be pretty cool. I'm going to reset this one for now, and then we're going to master that, and we're going to upgrade that, and then we're going to put those abilities back on. Like, I feel like certain abilities, you know, depending on what, if you're fighting a one-on-one enemy, whether it's magic or does physical attacks, you know, having a certain counter on would be really good. But when you're just fighting groups of enemies for the most part, I like the AoEs and the big damage single target stuff. Easy, Torgal.
Find something, boy.
Oh, Joshua knows how
Death.
evil his mom is now. No doubt we're gonna have a boss fight.
Found her.
That's rough. Are those the people that we...
This was my mother's doing.
Are those the people that we freed at the very beginning of the 5 years
Why would
later?
anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
It's dark, man.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it.
I'm all for that.
We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
I want to make sure I'm not leaving any shinies behind, but it looks like we're okay.
We're approaching the
Alright.
ridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
We're going this way anyhow.
They tell us there's a curfew, then refuse us passage.
They're all Rosarian.
But this is their home.
I'm hungry.
Got kids starving over here, people can't get home. Clive's mom is a evil person. Get back here. I guess in a situation like this, Rama's thing wouldn't be bad because I can light them up before they see me there. I was hoping I would suck more of those guys in for bigger attacks. Get over here. Sweet. Okay, I know it said 9, but I guess you can only get 9 after you upgrade it to the max. It's alright, that's... Trying to volley him up in the air, but it didn't work. It's alright. A little late there, Jill. I feel like the game kind of feels like it just now
What happened to this place?
actually
Mother
opened
happened.
up.
The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
I mean, I know we can't
We
get
should
in.
start with the main gate and see where that gets us. It's over.
Well, everything must die. I think I beat it to the ground and it didn't even get hit by that attack. Come here, crabs. Devil crab. Sorry, what'd you say, Jill? I will say that is kind of cool. If you use the thunderstorm attack, or was it pile drive? I think it was thunderstorm.
The main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
You can lift them, do chip damage, and slam them down. That was kind of cool.
Let us pass! My children are starving!
Have mercy.
Voice-ridden dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here!
Oh, enough
Oh, these guys are being a bunch of douches.
I said, where were you, filth?
I'd be more than happy to wipe them all out so everybody can get through.
Where you stand? Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in.
We don't have to be unnoticed.
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus.
The Lazarus.
We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
I bet it's not abandoned. Black light burns.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
I don't know if that's good news. I want to fight them. Okay, so it's not that door. Why don't we just do this in the beginning?
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
Visitors!
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
No, I mean, we'll take them down. It's fine.
Or not.
Ah, see? The thing about that ability, it slows time down, but it's like not enough if people are anywhere in the vicinity of you. Bring them in. Enemies bested, of course they were.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix.
Oh, is that Will or Wade?
Can't be. I was there when you died.
Or is it Tyler? Was it Wade and Tyler? Or I can't remember which one this is.
Forgive me.
Wade.
I
Okay.
knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So Wade.
What about Tyler? He's still alive? He was in pretty rough shape.
We can speak inside.
All right, we might get a couple answers here. I seen some of those guys getting up, so we didn't kill them.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after.
Okay.
Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
Clive's mother.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool.
Yes, we
And
were there.
since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
So she had another kid.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge. Then so do we. Make ready.
I'm happy Wade made something out of himself.
This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must.
We must.
So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
Wipe them out. All of them.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
It's not looking like Tyler survived. But there hasn't been a whole lot of opportunity to upgrade gear and stuff like that. Which maybe I just haven't
Tell
looked.
us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buett Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
I could have done it
So
on my
wait.
own.
The bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
So it's been 18 years since Wade's seen Clive.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
I'm down. Party members. Throughout the main scenario, Clive will be joined by various companions who are keen to lend their assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may choose to remain behind at the hideaway. This is kind of an odd time to tell us about party members when we've had someone with us the whole time. But I do like the fact that they have included party members. Where are we going? Okay, we gotta go up here. Well, let's do that.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
Oh, it does. Along with Garuda and Rama.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village, we tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Gentlemen!
What is it now? I told you! We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame!
Happily.
For Rosaria!
For Rosaria!
Your petty revolution ends here.
Come on!
These our swords, we swear.
Well, there goes your captain. Oh, you got a shot in.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another one.
Yeah, we good.
Fight their battles for them.
Bring it in!
Thanks, boy.
More dragons! Worse. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't be flattered.
Come on. Oh. Didn't realize I was low. Okay, something just happened to my sound.
Fire and flame!
Okay, I don't know if that is OBS or it's probably OBS. Oh, Dragoon.
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one.
Oh, you think?
In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Then come cleanse it then. I mean, we got that stagger off pretty quick. Let's go KO Ken. We need some help back.
There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
We finish him.
Got to stagger again. Oh, that was a good hit there at the end. Let's go. I need to get my... figure out whatever's wrong with the sound, though. My apologies.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it. As we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die. And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
Huh. Why not ask him and his men to come to the hideaway? Black or white? I don't know that you can say that nowadays, but they did.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter.
Yeah, I want to see if we can get in there and talk to the man.
It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
Okay, so it's just another seal.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
I'm glad they mentioned Tyler.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Go on where? Rosfield Manor? Oh, are we gonna get to talk to him?
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance.
Where's my sword?
Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit.
Hello, Uncle.
Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue.
Is this something that they did when he was younger?
You would mock me as well.
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
This has to be some sort of play they did. I mean, could he not just show him the blessing of the Phoenix?
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see
He's
thy
crying.
charge once more.
Kind of corny, but I guess it's cool.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you.
It's a nice moment.
You always always were fond of that scene from The Saint of the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
I don't know if that's smart.
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit.
I hope this isn't a trap.
See that you use
I mean, I don't think it is.
Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
Nah, she was always a monster.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing.
I don't know why that just gave me goosebumps.
The one thing I cannot believe...
It's pretty cool, though.
...is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy. But now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Getting some positive vibes for, you know, I'm sure it's going to set up for some epic tragedy. But we got our ship. I know this has been a slower episode.
Go on. She's a fine ship, isn't she? Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days. Something on your mind?
What's wrong, Jill?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that Lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path.
Then do
To
it.
live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
So we gotta go somewhere for Jill.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Yeah.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
I mean, it can't be any worse than killing your brother.
Promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
They've had so many opportunities to just seal the deal and get it over with. Yet they refuse. So it's continuing to force us upon this path. We don't have access to anywhere. Well, I mean, let's go back to the hideaway. Probably we'll wrap this one up in a second. There be monsters.
Only the founder knows what
Here be
awaits us in the
monsters. Is that what that said?
But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Here be monsters, not there be monsters. That's a wrap. I appreciate y'all watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Later.